The fire was like right here on top of the turbo. And it's dripping coolant. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's August 14th. That means it is the Pizza Garage. These guys right here. They're hosting their first track day at New York Safety Track. So we're here in upstate New York. We just got this sick Airbnb. Last night we got here around 10:45. It's now 6 a.m. So we weren't even here all that long, just a place to sleep and have breakfast and shower. But this is a beautiful property. Check this out. So that's like the main house. And then they have this huge parking lot. We have the car trailer here. This is Paulo's brand new Tundra Limited TRD. His STI Forester with the aluminum trailer. Got Eric's FK8 and my NSX. So I mean, just look at this property. It's gorgeous up here. But like, obviously when you're coming here at nighttime, everything is so dark and everything looks sketchy, and there's like no gas stations, restaurants open, and everything just looks like kind of creepy. So but obviously you have to see it during the day, and it changes your whole perspective, because up here is absolutely gorgeous. So we're only about 15 minutes away from the track. I'm going to get some gas. There's a Sunoco that has 94. Hopefully there's a place that has E85. Even though we brought 10 gallons of 1-ethanol, E85, we're going to mix that in with some gas, and that should help us with some boost temperatures and intake temperatures. We picked up the car yesterday from MFAB, and they did a great job on the new turbo exhaust system. So they did everything from the headers back, brand new turbo, new muffler, Valvetronics. So it's got a valved exhaust. So you can be quiet, incognito, or you can be full loud at the flick of a button. There you go. Small glimpse of the exhaust. You can see with the heat that it is starting to change colors. We have brand new Valvetronics tips. And the turbo, we moved to this side, to the driver's side. And now we have the induction coming from the driver air duct right there. Before, it was on the passenger side air duct. But the issue is that the oil cooler is literally right there. So we were getting all that hot air coming off the oil cooler. So now that could help with some temps. And we also have some more boost noise on the driver's side, which is good for me. So if we go back down here, you see we got a brand new Pulsar ball bearing G30 770 turbo. So this is a 58, 55, I think 84 AR with double V bands, brand new drip tank as well. And you could just see how crazy they went on the welds. The quality of that, and the wastegate is up there too. Brand new tile 44 MBR, but you can kind of see it right there. And the V-bands off the headers. Everything just looks really good. It drives pretty well. There are some changes I want to make to the downshifts. It does not blip fast enough for my liking, especially for heel toe downshifting. First cold start of the morning. Mint. So that is with the valves closed. 22 minutes away, New York Safety Track. Let me get some pictures because it's freaking nice out here. Let's see how it sounds. The valves closed, pretty quiet, right? That's why I got it. All right, guys, we're lining up for tech. So we got the NSX, burning a little bit of oil on inclines. So I think it's the drip tank acting up again. But other than that, the car's good. There's Paulo setting up the pizza oven over there. That's for lunch, I'm excited. And then a lot of bikes come here for racing. So that's why you see all these bike trailers out here. Straight from the dealership too. The Avors are nice. All right, we just finished up our first practice laps, didn't really do like a heat just to learn the lines a little bit, but the car is still smoking a little bit. I noticed it's like burning off from under the intercooler. I'm not sure if there's blow by getting into the intercooler, so maybe it's just coming out, I'm not sure, but car seems to be doing pretty well on the turns. The tires are definitely went through its first heat cycle, kinda. Just checked tire pressure, and we're coming off around 33 on all four, and that wasn't really pushing the car either, and it's also still early in the morning, so I'm gonna leave it there. Ideally, you wouldn't want to be at 35 coming off the track, but so far, the car feels good. Having no power steering, definitely a game changer. You'd have to put a lot more effort into those tighter turns and whatnot, and there's no auto rev match, so big difference from the FL5, which had power steering, rev match, front wheel drive, so you don't got to worry about spinning out really. It's like flat top and dripping.
Oh,
Looks like plastic.
but wait, what is all this? That's not.
All right, guys. Well, you guys didn't see it on video, but never a dull moment at the track. We got a fire back here when I was pulling off into the paddock. You can see the fire extinguisher remnants that we had to use, but looks like the fire was caused by the Thermotech stuff above the heat shield that's supposed to be rated for 2000 degrees radiant heat that's melting and dripping all over the exhaust and right over the turbo and the wastegate. So I think that's what caused the fire. But at the same time, we had some coolant leaks, I think from the expansion tank, where it was just dripping down onto the subframe. But also at the same time, we got oil coming out. No fun. So we're gonna jack this thing up, take the wheels off. We're gonna inspect the water lines for the turbo. And I think we're gonna have to try and scrape off all the tar stuff so it doesn't cause another fire. Well, this is where we are right now. We have razor blades, we have some Barilla pads, brake cleaner, that's not doing anything. Essentially, we have the car jacked up, and we're looking underneath. Obviously, that's the residue from the fire extinguisher, and I'm really grateful I had that with me. The exhaust itself, there's no leaks from the coolant lines or the oil feed or oil return, so you can see up there that all the adhesive stuff is dripping from over the other heat shield that we had put in, and it's going right onto the exhaust, as you can see on the wastegate. That's pretty bad. And on top of the exhaust over here, I don't know how I'm gonna be able to scrape that off the wastegate, but we're gonna essentially have to drive home very carefully, and low power, low boost, no boost at all, honestly, to keep the temperatures down, so that this stuff does not keep dripping from up there. Because coming here, when the temps were lower, not beating on it on the track, that tar looking stuff was not melting. Or maybe it was slowly melting, but not actively like dripping on the track like it is here. But yeah, you can see the extent of it. I mean, there was no fire damage, honestly, because it was all contained in the exhaust, and up above it is all metal. And luckily no fuel lines, nowhere near the fuel lines, because we're in the bottom of the car. You can see on the right side of the engine, the exhaust, there's like nothing. All right, we got the car running. See if we can notice anything burning or leaking. No leaks that I can notice. So we just came off our 4th heat or so. I'm not really beating on it, but the car is doing great still. And no fires. Very nice. Just got to keep monitoring that. I mean, I'm not going to go crazy to the point where it starts burning again. But the car is handling great. We actually just did a ride along with Jesse. He's the one in that really fast Porsche Cayman. And he showed me the lines because he's really good at this track. And the car is pretty great. And I think I got to stiffen up the suspension a little bit on the rebound. It feels a little bit loose on some of the tighter corners. But overall, the car is very stable. The alignment, I think, feels good. So we really just got to keep learning the track, and we get more comfortable with later braking, harder braking, and we'll be able to hit those apexes really nice.